Hi guys, I'm here for another chronic pain interview, and I'm with my good friend Vinchika. And so Vinchika, could you start just by telling us like what kind of pain you have and what is the experience like?
Okay, so I have kind of mild and sometimes can get like a lot. It's in my leg, like my leg muscle. I would say I think it is a muscle pain, but I'm trying to think of the anatomical name for the structure. I think it's my tibia, the top of my tibia behind my patella, and yeah, it just like hurts on and off. Like it hurts for a week, stops, hurts another week, stops, and I mean I asked my doctor and they were like, oh, it's probably just growth pain, but I stopped growing a couple years ago, so I don't know what that's about. But I'm a little confused and I feel like I need to see a professional, and I'm talking too much, so I'm sorry.
No, talk. This is your interview. This is your space. Okay. So like, can you talk about what the sensation is like? What does it feel like? Is it just general soreness or?
It's mostly when I'm like putting pressure on it. So it's, like if I'm going up the stairs or standing on it too long, just putting too much pressure on it, it starts to like hurt, and like it kind of affects like the top of my leg too. Because then like if I'm standing too long, it kind of like it weakens almost. Like, I feel like I'm weaker if I'm standing on it too long.
How would you say that like experiencing this like continuously or like every other week, whatever it is, impacts your performance in sports, if you do sports, or just walking around school, your performance in school, out of school?
So I don't do sports, but at work, like I'm standing majority of my shift, so that can really like interfere, since it's already like it's sore and it's hurting, and it's just like I do get distracted away from the pain. If I'm like helping a customer or doing something, but if it's like dead and I'm not doing anything, I'm just standing there, like I can really feel it and it really starts to hurt. Also just at school, like if I'm going up the stairs, it hurts a bunch, so sometimes
We'll
I'm
continue
like,
this in a second. Okay, we're back. So, yeah, continue talking about like what the experience is like, how it affects you at work.
yeah, it just like bothers me a lot at work, and it makes me not want to be there more than I already don't want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, at school it's just like kind of a struggle going up these stairs, especially because my backpack's so heavy. And I think that might be a reason why it's so like prominent, even though it's like on and off. I think it's because of the weight of my bag, and I should probably fix that. But I also need all that stuff in my bag.
Sure. Have you considered like maybe talking to the nurse about getting an elevator pass?
I could, but I don't have like a doctor's note to like prove it. So I'm just waiting on like getting an appointment with my doctor first.
Do you feel like pain like this is not easily believable or understood?
Yeah, for sure. People are just gonna be like my doctor. He's just like, oh, it's a growing pain, you'll be fine. I haven't been fine for the past year and a half. It's continuously hurting.
Yeah.
And also people are like, okay, like I don't know. I feel like people undermine a it's pain. Even if it's just like period cramps or like a leg, like a sore leg muscle, or like a headache, or like okay, you'll get over it. Just like take some Tylenol.
Yeah.
But Tylenol always doesn't help. Like it's just making me immune to the Tylenol from taking it so often.
No, literally. And I feel like there's not enough like awareness and understanding how to properly take medication, when to take medication, and there's also that stigma too. Like people don't want to take medication. People are like they think that by working through their pain in like healthy ways, or taking ibuprofen, they think that it makes them weak. Like that they should be experiencing it, which is like oh a certain like I've heard the expression like oh a certain amount of pain is good. Like it's good. Like if you have leg pain, that's good. Like it's teaching you resilience. So I'm suffering
Just a little bit.
so just like this actually like annoys me. This like drives me crazy. Anyways, on that note, has anything worked like coping strategies, medicine and not really, but like hot and cold pads, anything?
Usually I don't do anything. I just wait for it to go away.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've developed any like coping strategies that are either negative or positive? And that's not a bad thing. Like maladaptive coping strategies include like distraction, like through overconsumption of TV or whatever. But healthy coping strategies include like art or meditation. No? Just
I
like you
kind of
push
just deal
through it.
with it. Yeah.
So you just push through.
I don't really have any mechanisms to cope.
Yeah, and I feel like we need some more options for people who are experiencing things like chronic pain. Like, people should not just be pushing through. Like, okay, I'm just gonna deal with it, because as a result of that, you're actually functioning like as at a lower capacity than everyone else. Everyone else who doesn't have leg pain, they are living their lives like smoothly. They are not burdened by that in any way. Like, whether it's in gym class or whatever. But because you had that, you're continuously exhausting your resources to kind of like cope and remediate. Like, so like you might just be living your daily life, but you don't realize how much energy your body is going into that leg, like just to like make sure that you're as high functioning as everyone else. So you're depleting your resources. You're more likely to get tired, more likely to get exhausted, even if you think it's something minor,
I feel like I'm always tired.
right? And so you don't. One thing a lot of people don't know about like chronic pain, like if it's even just isolated in one area in your body, you think it doesn't really matter because you only feel it whatever, right? But in reality, your body always knows that it's there. So you might just be lethargic all the time as a result of that, because your body, it's almost autoimmune. Your body's like, oh, okay, you have something going on there. We need to use resources on that. And so you're just depleted. I mean, correlation, not necessarily causation all the time, but that's important as well. Anyways, so what do you wish more people knew about experiencing like chronic pain in this instance?
To not just generalize it to like something common. I'm gonna work on my doctor again because it's really annoying.
Yeah.
But like if I have a pain in my leg, it's not because it's a growing pain and I'm a teenager. I know I stopped growing a long time ago. They know that as well. They have all my records. I've been the same height since I was 14.
Definitely.
So it's definitely not
Growing pain. I'm sorry.
That's just not what it is. And I feel like instead of just dismissing it, they should try to figure out what's wrong.
Trying to figure out what's wrong. So that just puts a lot of more pressure on our medical care system. Is this kind of why you're like interested in becoming a doctor? Because you feel like you will be able to provide people with answers rather than just like tuning out.
Because I feel like a lot of doctors, like, they just do it for the money. Like, a lot of people just, like, become doctors, become whatever for the money. But they don't try to really help their patients. Like, it's rare to really find a doctor that's like, okay, like, I understand what you're going through. I'm not going to just diagnose and give you general whatever. Like, I'm going to try to figure this out. If your insurance covers it, we'll do x-rays, we'll do MRIs, whatever. Like, we need to figure out what's wrong.
So doing everything possible to try and address the root cause of the issue.
If it is growing pains, like, please provide evidence for me to believe that it's growing pain and don't just assume. Because if it's not, I know it's not. There should be no reason that I'm going through pain 2-3 times a month for a week straight.
Literally. If anything, chronic pain can honestly be a symptom of like much greater issues, like even getting like cancer, for example. So when doctors diminish your pain and overgeneralize, this can put you at risk for like malignant cancer spreading. And that's a crazy example. I'm just trying to like give it. A lot of people go into the doctor, they're like, hey, I have like chronic this, chronic that, and these are all symptoms of a greater issue. And doctors are like, so you're dehydrated.
It's just not how it works.
They're just like,
How do you know how much water I drink?
how do you know?
I
Right?
finish a good 2 liters a day. That is not why my leg hurts.
That is not why my leg hurts. So, anyways, thank you so much for this interview.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
Hey guys!